Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel here. Now, in today's video, guys, we're going to be doing a rebuild. I haven't done this in a few months, but this rebuild is going to be for the Las Vegas Raiders, formerly known as the Oakland Raiders. Now, guys, this rebuild is actually pretty interesting, so let me just give you some backstory. So, this was the previous year, the 2019 to 2020 season, was the last year that the Oakland Raiders will be playing in Oakland, where they won, I believe, 2 or 3 Super Bowls. And they have had some great teams over the years and have had some great players. However, this is their last year essentially. You know, that was their last year in Oakland, and now they are moving to Las Vegas. So here we go, guys. We are going to be doing this rebuild. This should be very, very fun. Now we're going to take a look at the team that we currently have in store for the Oakland Raiders. Taking a look at our lineup. Quarterback is going to be Derek Carr, 80 overall. And star development, probably going to get rid of him. We have Josh Jacobs, who got snubbed for the Offensive Rookie of the Year award. He is at running back, along with Jalen Richard. Moving on here to the receivers, Tyrell Williams had a pretty decent year. Excuse me, he is going to be there, as well as we do have Zay Jones, the former Buffalo Bills receiver, and as well as Hunter Renfrow, the former Clemson wide receiver who scored the game-winning touchdown in the 2017 National Championship game. Moving on here to the left tackle, we have Colton Miller. Left guard is going to be Richie Incognito, who had a very, very nice year for the Oakland Raiders. Center, we do have Rodney Hudson. Right guard, we have Gabe Jackson. And then right tackle, we do have Trent Brown, but he's not showing up here. Moving on here to the tight end position, we do have Darren Waller, another guy who had a breakout season this year. Moving on now to the defense, it's a bit less exciting. We do have Eric Harris, who had a pretty solid year, but he is, as you can see by his card, he is 30 years old, so we're going to have to trade him. And then also at strong safety, we are currently running with Carl Joseph, and I think at free safety, we do have LaMarcus Joyner as well. Moving on here to the right outside linebacker position, we do have Tahir Whitehead, who is decent. Then we that at middle linebacker and left outside linebacker, it's kind of bad. I believe we have Will Compton. Yeah, Will Compton playing middle linebacker, as well as Markel Lee manning the left outside position. Moving on to corners here, we have Daryl Worley, Trayvon Mullen, the rookie out of Clemson, and then we also do have, I believe that's Isaiah Johnson, as well as Nevin Lawson, so not really good on the defensive end. And then at right end, we have the number 4 overall pick in the 2019 NFL Draft. It is going to be Cleveland Ferrell as well. At defensive tackle, we have Maurice Hurst and also Jonathan Hankins, both at star development. And then we have Max Crosby playing left end, who I believe is a rookie this year. No, this is actually his second year out of Eastern Michigan star development. So let me just generate the best lineup really quickly. And yeah, so as you can see, we do have Joyner. We do have Carl Joseph. So our defense doesn't actually go up a bit. And we also have Vontaze Burfict, who is going to be a free agent this year. But really, though, it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happened. You take a look, we did finish 79 on the year. I mean, the Raiders did have a chance to make the playoffs, but they really just fell short. And, you know, that's pretty much it. Take a look, though. Derek Carr had a solid year, 4,000 yards, 21 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, not too bad. Moving on to rushing here, Josh Jacobs, 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns as a rookie is incredible. Darren Waller with 1,100 yards and 3 touchdowns, incredible for a tight end. Moving on here to blocking, we did, let's see, it doesn't really say how many, sacks we gave up. On the defensive side, though, Tahir Whitehead had a pretty solid year with 108 tackles. Then Eric Harris with 74. Moving on to TFLs here, it does not show up. And then sacks here, 11.5 for Max Crosby. Amazing in his second year. As well as Benson Mayowa does indeed get 8 sacks. And then moving on to interceptions here, 3 for Eric Harris is the team lead. And then obviously we had the best offense in the NFL, which is a shock. We actually had the best offense, and then defense, it doesn't really show. But pretty much, guys, we have some impending free agents. Now, I'm actually going to quickly go into the schedule here, go into the playoff schedule, and force a win for the Chiefs, considering the fact that they did win the Super Bowl, and we're going to give them that title. We're going to see really what the final score is, though. Should be pretty interesting. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is I think my first rebuild playing on PlayStation and on Xbox 360, Xbox One. Taking a look, though, the Chiefs do win 31 to 21, which is pretty closely accurate to the score that we saw in the Super Bowl. Moving on here, Carl Joseph. I think, to be honest, we're gonna let him go. Actually, No, I think we'll keep him around. I think we'll keep around Carl Joseph. He'll be pretty good. And then if we need to, he'll be a good trade piece. So we're going to try to sign him 4 years, $20.4 million. And he does sign. That's great. Mayowa, do we want to bring him back? Nah, man. We don't need backup. Same thing with Jalen Richard. I think Darryl Worley we're going to re-sign as well, considering the fact that he is our highest rated corner. We are going to bring him back. So pretty solid here. And let's see, there you go, he does resign. Crowell, we're not going to bring back. We're not going to bring Deion Jordan back. Not going to bring back DeAndre Washington. Vontaze Burfict is going to walk, and that's pretty much it. Actually, Daniel Carlson, we're going to resign. We're going to see if we can get him. Let's go on a 5-year deal. That way we don't have to deal with him every single year. And there we go. So he does end up signing for the Raiders, and that is pretty much it. I mean, we only signed, like, what, like 4 players through the whole free agency, but we're just going to sim to the next week, and let's see what kind of hit our overall takes. So we do go down 1 on offense, which is not too bad. We do also have $38 million on the cap, and taking a look, man, you got Chris Jones, you got Amari Cooper, you got Devin McCourty. That's kind of the big 3 in free agency right now. Now, what I want to do is, the first thing I want to try and do, I want to try to trade Derek Carr for the #1 overall pick. I do want to try and trade him because I believe the Bengals should be interested in Derek Carr. So I want to see, yeah, so they have enough room also to fit him. So that would be very, very nice. So we are just going to be throwing him in really quickly. And guys, if I do make a trade, I will see you then. Alright guys, so here we go. We have traded Derek Carr and PJ Hall, who is our 3rd string D tackle, in exchange for the #1 overall pick. So we are possibly going to get either Tua or Joe Burrow. So here we go. Moving on here, quarterback, we do have Deshaun Kaiser, and oh, I need to actually turn on my scouting. So, you know, actually, yeah, we'll do that. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to go to our league settings, and we're actually going to be turning the scouting onto manual. So, or, yeah, it is on manual, never mind. What am I saying? But anyway, it is on manual. So, there we go. Derek Carr is gone. Now, I do want to see what the salaries currently are, like what our players are getting paid. And well, I'm going to see if we can make any changes. So let's go to the cap hit for this season. Trent Brown's getting paid so much money, but he's 27 years old and one of the best linemen in the league, so we're going to keep him. Obviously, we're going to keep Rodney Hudson. Jordan will have 1 more year with. Tyrell Williams as well. We'll have 2 more years with him, actually. Moving on. Whitehead's getting paid $7 million, but he had a pretty good year this year, so I'm not going to do anything. And yeah, really not that bad of contracts. I'm actually, actually, never mind. We're going to be trading Eric Harris. We're actually going to be seeing what we can get for him as well. Possibly another 1st-round pick. And yeah. All right, guys. So here we go. We have traded Eric Harris as well as Colton Miller and a 4th-round pick in exchange to the Browns, excuse me, for the #10 overall pick as well as their 6th and 7th round picks. I mean, 6th and 7th round picks are not really that bad, but we did get a lot of draft capital from that trade, and we do, I think, relieve like $2 or $3 million off the salary cap. So let's see what we're at in terms of our cap room. $43 million. It only went up $5 million for trading 3 players. That kind of is not good. Now, I do not want to sign Dak Prescott. I think that he honestly that's just way too much money to risk. I think we should really improve, though, our secondary. First guy I'm going to try to go after is going to be Kendall Fuller. I'm going to see if I can get him. Let's go with 5 years, and we'll go with $74.3 million, 98 total points. So he is pretty keen on coming to Vegas. So that's something as well. Moving on, let's see. Mike Hilton. We'll go with Ronald Darby. We're going to go with him as well. Actually, let's see. What's the difference in cap? 6.28 million. Oh, yeah, 8 million. Okay, so I think the smart move is to go with Ronald Darby here. We're going to try and sign him. He is less money than Mike Hilton. Even though Mike Hilton is not a bad deal, I just don't think that it will be a smart deal. 4 years, $35 million, so 95 total points. We should be able to get Darby over the Giants. And I think, should we try and reel in one more? Nah, I think we should try to next improve the linebacking core. Really, oh man, the linebackers are actually really, really bad. In this free agent class, do I want to sign Nick Kwiatkowski? Or do I want to wait to draft somebody in the draft? I really don't know at this point. Let's see. So we got Carl on the SIB. I don't think we're going to sign him. You know, I've signed him in previous franchise modes, and he hasn't really worked out. Do I want to possibly sign Marcus Golden or Michael Kendricks, though? That is a big question. I think I'm going to go... Let's go with Marcus Golden. He's a little bit less money, and we're going to get him on a relatively cheap deal. So, you know what? Why not? Like, he had a pretty... I think he was with the Giants last year. He had a pretty good year. So, we'll do that. Defensive tackle, I think we're fine. I really think our offensive line is really good. Like, we honestly have a great offensive line. Taking a look now, I don't think there's any, like, really, really good left guard. Or actually, Joe Tooney is a pretty interesting deal. Now, what is his cap hit? $8 million? You know what? We can afford that. So, I'm really going to try and push for Joe Thuney here. I'm going to really try and push for this guy, considering the fact that he's just so good. Possibly the best guard in the NFL. He is not really that keen, though, on coming to Vegas, but we are going to try and get him to Vegas. We're just going to give him a lot of money, like as much money as he wants, we're going to give it. And 103 total points, that should be enough to win over the Seahawks and also the Texans. So just a quick refresher of who we're going after. We're going after Kendall Fuller, Joe Thuney, Ronald Darby, and also Marcus Golden. We're going to try to make some big upgrades for the defense, as well as getting possibly the best guard in the league in Joe Thuney. And he does accept, and we get a full sweep. Thank you. Thank you so much. Our defense went up 4 overalls, which is insane. Now, obviously, quarterback, we're going to be drafting either Tua or Joe Burrow in the draft, so I'm not too worried. But now our offensive line is Thuney, Hudson, Jackson, and Trent Brown. I mean, we don't really have the best wide receivers, but we can make it work. Really, what I want to focus on, though, is that defensive side. We do have Marcus Golden, which is huge. Carl Joseph, and then also Joyner, as well as actually we have Jonathan Abrams. So that's a very interesting get. But now you take a look at our corners. We got Kendall Fuller, Ronald Darby, and Daryl Worley. And then also we can possibly draft a right end if Chase Young slips, or we can get AJ Epineza later in the first round, considering I think we have like 3 or 4 first round picks to play with here. Taking a look though, Markel Lee, I mean, the linebacking core is definitely one of our weaknesses on defense. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I honestly think I'm just gonna kind of let this slide for now. But yeah, what we're gonna be doing is I'm gonna be importing the TFG draft class roster. I'm gonna leave a link down in the description. You guys definitely go ahead and check them out. They're really nice. You know, they just make great draft classes and whatnot for Xbox. Also on PlayStation, there is the Bengal 2020 draft. I've been using this draft a little bit as well on PlayStation. Both the links will be in the description to their channels. Definitely drop them a sub. Let's try to get them into the very high sub counts, because they do some great work on Madden every single year. And yeah, so pretty much we're just gonna head straight to the draft, and yeah, I'll see you guys there. All right, it's draft time. We currently, I'm going to see what picks we actually possess here. So let's take a look. We currently possess 4 first-round picks, the 1st, 10th, 12th, and 19th overall picks. So all those picks inside the top 20. This is interesting, man. Do I want to go with Joe Burrow, or do I want to go with Tua Tagovailoa? I think we got to go with Joe Burrow. So let's go ahead. Let's draft him. Joe Burrow, welcome to Las Vegas. 75 overall, hidden development. Ranked 17 in the class. We got him at 1. That is totally fine. Guy lit up college football this year. So let's see. Number 2 overall pick. The Redskins are going to select Andrew Thomas out of Georgia. The Lions are going to get Jeff Okudah. The Giants are going to get Chase Young. Giants fans will be happy with that. And then the Dolphins end up getting Tua. Yep, that's pretty much what was predicted at this point, as Kristen Fulton does go to the Jaguars at number 9. Take a look at what we have. Jerry Jeudy would be interesting, as well as Isaiah Simmons. That's something we could possibly look into. And I think most of these guys skip the combine. Jerry Jeudy, he's a mid-first round pick. CeeDee Lamb, man. Do we want to go 2 offensive picks in the first 2? Honestly, we do have another pick, so if Isaiah Simmons is not taken, we're going to go with him. But I think, guys, let's go ahead. Let's grab CeeDee Lamb out of Oklahoma. 78 hidden, ranked 5. We got him at 10. That is amazing. Welcome to Las Vegas, CeeDee Lamb. The Jets are going to get Jerry Jeudy. Look at that, man. Jerry Jeudy and CeeDee Lamb, and go back-to-back picks. And then the next guy we're going to draft is going to be Isaiah Simmons out of Clemson. 75 overall, hidden development. Ranked 16. We got him at 12. This is a really good haul, and we do have one more first-round pick at number 19. DeAndre Swift is taken by the Dolphins. What a draft so far for Miami, man. I gotta say. As you can see, though, not really looking too good here. There's a couple guys, though. We do need a middle linebacker. I think we really should just leave the offense and work on the defense. So let's take a look at defensive end. Is AJ Epineza still there? He is not. He was taken. Let's check about left end. Julian Okwara is still here. We could kick him out possibly. Taking a look here, middle linebacker. We do have Patrick Queen. So already I think Dylan Moses. I don't know if he put Dylan Moses in this draft class. Do we want to take Patrick Queen though out of LSU? Or do we, Caleb on Chason. That would be a good second round pick. Anthony Jennings is there. Jacob Phillips is there. Okay, let's see. Raekwon Davis is another option we go with. I think though we're gonna go. Let's see, what's Yetur Gross-Matos? We will probably take him in the early second, or, oh no, we don't even have a second round pick. Do we go make or break and go with Gross Matos? He's a second round pick. I think we do. Let's go with Yatur Gross Matos. 73 overall, hidden development, ranked number 39. We got him at 19. I like him, man. He'll be a new right end. He'll pair up with Crosby, Hankins, and Maurice Hurst. So now we do have the 16th overall pick in the 3rd round. And we'll see who is taken with the 15th overall pick, as it is going to be a tight end of the Washington, Hunter Bryant by the Jets at number 15. Jalen Reagor is still here. KJ Hamler. You got Trey Adams. I don't think we need really any more offense. However, Hamler would be very, very interesting if we do get him, as well as Jalen Reagor. Two really, really good guys. Honestly, though, I think we need to make the linebacking core better. So let's take a look here. Oh, linebackers are really stripped down in this draft. Troy Dye is an option, obviously. I don't want to take a guy, though, that's projected going in the 3rd round. We don't need anything on the defensive line. Don't need anything at safety. So, man. See, this is tough, man. They're really stripping us down. I think we're going to go with Jalen Reagor at a TCU. We're going to grab him. 5'11", 195, 67 overall. Normal development. I mean, we reached pretty badly, but 96 speed on him. So, he could be a nice guy. He'd be like a Tyreek Hill guy. Now, we do have the number 17 overall pick. But what I'm going to try and do here is I'm actually going to try and make a trade. So, what we're going to do, we're going to be trading our 3rd round picks as well as the 6th round pick we got in the Browns trade. We're gonna see if we can get a we're gonna see if we can get a middle linebacker. So I'll be back, guys. All right, guys. So we have made a trade. So we're trading 2 3rd round picks as well as Fabian Moreau in exchange for Dante Hightower as well as a 3rd round pick next year. Reason why I did this is because we do need a middle linebacker. So I figured why not go out and grab Dante Hightower. Taking a look now, quarterback is gonna be Joe Burrow, but you look at this linebacking core. We're getting Marcus Golden. We're going to have Dante Hightower. And we're also going to have, Isaiah Simmons. So, that's a pretty solid linebacking core. I'm not going to lie. So, what we're going to do is we're actually going to sim to the end of the draft. And then we're going to get into the first official season of the Las Vegas Raiders. Alright, guys. So, taking a look at what we have here in the first official season of the Las Vegas Raiders, there's a lot of hope in this team. So, we do have Joe Burrow, then we have Josh Jacobs, Tyrell Williams, CeeDee Lamb, and then Hunter Renfrow as our slot wide receiver. Offensive line is not great because we don't have a left tackle, but we do have Tooney, Hudson, Gabe Jackson, and Trent Brown, and then our tight end is Darren Waller. Moving on to the defensive side of the ball, the linebacking core looks much, much better than it did last year. We have Dante Hightower, Marcus Golden, and Isaiah Simmons. Very, very nice. Then also at safety, we have LaMarcus Joyner and Carl Joseph. Our corners are Kendall Fuller, Ronald Darby, and then also we have Daryl Worley. And then our defensive line is really good. We have Cleveland Ferrell, Maurice Hurst, Jonathan Hankins, and Max Crosby, as well as the drafted Yatur Gross Matos. So he'll be very, very good. We're just going to generate the best lineup, and that will pretty much be it. And then, yeah, so pretty much let's go and let's look at these schemes that we got currently running for us. So on offense, the best scheme fit is going to be the vertical power run, and then on defense, the best we're going to get is going to be the 4-3 under. But this looks really, really good. This squad definitely looks a lot better from last year. I think the secondary will be a lot better considering that of the fact that we did pick up Kendall Fuller as well as Ronald Darby, and we are bringing back Joyner and Carl Joseph. I mean, we could have a very, very good season. Let's just see how we do. Alright, guys, so at the mid-season mark, we are currently sitting at a record of 5-3, much better than last year. We are taking on the Jets in this week's game. Taking a look at that, man. CeeDee Lamb with 3 upgrade points, Isaiah Simmons with 4, and Joe Burrow with 4. Guys, this could be a very, very fun year. Taking a look here, do not see any X-Factor abilities or any superstar abilities. So let's take a look here. Quarterback, Joe Burrow is a superstar development. That is huge. CeeDee Lamb is looking pretty good right now, to be honest. Only 19 more snaps, and we get to see what he is. And then the defensive side, Isaiah Simmons is a superstar as well. That is huge. Now, we do want to possibly get Yatur Gross Matos sometime. We might be able to see what he'll be at the end of the season. It's looking good, though. It's looking very, very good. This team is looking very promising right now in terms of just everything, pretty much. I mean, it's looking very, very promising. And, yeah, so pretty much we're going to do some breakout players right now because right now Zay Jones wants to basically improve his development traits. So he has to get 2 touchdowns or 100-plus rushing/receiving yards. And then also we do have Josh Jacobs possibly going to a superstar X Factor, which would be amazing. He could definitely do it. 4 touchdowns or 200 plus yards. That's actually a lot, but he would go up to Superstar X Factor. Taking a look at the contract situation this year, we do have Dante Hightower on his deal, essentially. I don't know if we should do it or not. I'm still waiting to see on that. Jonathan Hankins, though, we probably will re-sign. Same thing with Zay Jones, and honestly, Markel Lee's probably going to get the boot, as well as, I don't know about Tahir Whitehead. We'll wait and see on that, and, I mean, this is going to be a pretty easy contract here, though. To be fully honest, this is going to be a pretty easy contract here. So, guys, I will see you at the end of season number 1. Alright, guys, so in week 17, we have a first-round bye. We finished 11-5. That is huge. The Chiefs only finished 8-8. That is actually very disappointing. Take a look, though, at the upgrades here. Isaiah Simmons and Joe Burrow are just insane right now, leading the team. Take a look. Isaiah Simmons, it does get a new ability, so we are going to take a look at that. But CeeDee Lamb is a superstar development. We drafted 3 superstars in the first year with Burrow, CeeDee Lamb, and then also with Isaiah Simmons. Taking a look, Gross Matos, we did not see that development trait. We're going to get very, very close, though. I mean, this squad looks incredibly promising. Like, this is a very, very good squad we have here, 11-5. Taking a look at the stats, Joe Burrow, 5th in the NFL in passing yards and passing touchdowns. Insane rookie year. Rushing here, Josh Jacobs, another 1,100-yard season, 11 touchdowns. Receiving, Tyrell Williams with 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns. CeeDee Lamb in his first year, 734 and 7 touchdowns. And then Renfro as the 3rd wide receiver with 724 and 8 touchdowns. Moving on to blocking here, let's take a look. 12 sacks allowed for Trent Brown. Come on, man. Moving on to the defense, 127 tackles for Dante Hightower, 115 for Isaiah Simmons. TFLs here, 14 for Cleveland Ferrell and 10 for Simmons. I like the fact that Ferrell is getting in there. Moving on to sacks here, 6 sacks for Hightower, 5.5 for Hurst, and 5 for Cleveland Ferrell. Not too bad. Moving on to the interceptions, 4 for Darby, 3 for Isaiah Simmons. Very happy about Darby. Had a great year. I mean, this team is amazing, honestly. We had the 3rd best offense in the NFL. We did drop off in that category. And we had the 19th best defense. So, not too great. Moving on, MVP does go to Deshaun Watson. Burrow comes in the top 5 in his rookie year. Coach of the year goes to Freddie Kitchens. Moving on, AFC Offensive Player of the Year does go to Deshaun Watson. And, okay, so Joe Burrow comes in at number 9 ahead of Tua. Very interesting. Defensive Player of the Year does go to TJ Watt as Isaiah Simmons comes in at number 2. Hightower at number 5. Offensive Rookie of the Year does go to Joe Burrow at number 1, as well as CeeDee Lamb at number 6. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Isaiah Simmons. So both Raiders end up winning the Rookie of the Year respectively. That is actually very, very cool looking at that. So NFC, now we're looking in there. Offensive Player of the Year does go to Aaron Rodgers. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Bobby Wagner. Rookie of the Year goes to Zach Moss. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year does go to Shaquille Quarterman. So not too bad, man. Great, great year. We get 2 Rookie of the Years on the squad. So actually, quickly, I didn't even show you guys the abilities that we now have on our players. Taking a look here. Joe Burrow is obviously a superstar development. Let's take a look at his abilities. He has inside Deadeye as well as Conductor. Moving on here, CeeDee Lamb is the next guy we're going to take a look at here. He does have Post Flag Elite, which is, I don't even know what that is, but you know what, it's fine. And then Isaiah Simmons does have the superstar ability, Secure Tackler. So that's actually very, very good. This is a very good squad, guys. We had a great first year, made so many improvements off of last year. I think we were 4 games better. We won 4 more games than we did last year, which is huge. Now, I am going to apply points to the weekly training moves as well as the offensive line. Now, who are we facing in the divisional round? We're facing the 12-4 Cleveland Browns. Okay, this is interesting. I believe they were the best team in the NFL. Can we get the win, though? Can we move on to the AFC Championship? And we do. We are facing the Baltimore Ravens in the first year in Vegas. Can we have a Super Bowl? Here we go. What's going to happen against the Ravens? And we do lose by 7. That is a killer. But great, just improvements off of last year. But unfortunately, Super Bowl 55 is the Ravens and Falcons. So the Falcons are making it back to the Super Bowl after the heartbreaking loss to the Patriots a couple years ago. And who's going to be the winner of that matchup? And it will be the Baltimore Ravens by a score of 35-28. They do win the Super Bowl, and the Falcons fall short yet again. I mean, man, what a rough time to be a Seahawks or Falcons fan. Jesus. Look at that, man. Dante Hightower only went down 1 overall. I'm actually pleasantly shocked. So we're going to give him a 2-year deal. Let's go 2 years, $22.5 million. And he, oh my God. Dante Hightower. Do we want to sign him for a year and 15? I'm not sure about that. I really am not. Let's give Jonathan Hankins a 2-year deal. Hopefully he will re-sign on the squad. And he will. Perfect. So that's awesome. Zay Jones, we're going to give a contract to as well. Let's see if he will sign the contract. The man who has just incredible gravity, and he does re-sign. Biggest thing, though. Do we want to bring back Dante Hightower? He had a great year. I mean, an incredible year. He had an incredible year. But do we want to bring him back? Or do we want to risk going in the drafts in not getting a middle linebacker? I mean, I don't know, honestly. You know, I think we can do better. You know what, Dante Hightower, you don't want to come back. That's cool. I think we're actually going to re-sign Markel Lee as well, but what we're going to do is we're going to use him as trade bait. So we're going to be doing that. Hopefully teams will be interested if he does re-sign, and he does. So that is perfect. Nevin Lawson, unfortunately, is 30 years old, so he's a 69 overall. Nice. But here we go, boys. So our team does not actually go down in overall, which is interesting. Taking a look, though, $27 million to spend in free agency. Top free agent is Austin Hooper. Taking a look at the middle linebacker class, Hightower is the highest as well. Zach Cunningham, though, he is $3 million more. Okay, so he's actually 6 overall lower. You know what? We're going to go with Zach Cunningham. We're going to try and sign him. Let's give him a 4-year deal. Let's go for 4 years, 35.8. And he's very, very keen on coming to Raiderland. That is, I love to see it. Moving on, right outside linebacker. Oh my God, Simmons is an X Factor. Oh my God, he actually went up to X Factor ability. That's amazing. Look at that, though. Okay, Tyus Bowser we are going to bring to the squad. We're going to try to get him on a 4-year, let's go $30.9 million deal, 100 total points. Awesome. You'll love to see it. Don't need anything on the offensive line. Let's see if they got anything at left tackle. Costanzo is here as well as Taylor Decker. But honestly, I think I want to sign somebody or I want to draft somebody. So, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to look for a trade from Markel Lee, and I will see you guys if I do. Oh my God, guys. So I actually just realized I'm trying to make Arden Key a left end. Joe Burrow is now a Superstar X Factor, so he's going to get... What ability is that? Oh my God, that's the Omaha ability. That's the Peyton Manning ability. Oh my God, that's insane. Inside Deadeye, Conductor, and Homer. Holy God, man. 2 Superstar X Factors drafted. And CeeDee Lamb, unfortunately, is still a Superstar Development. But, oh my God, and Tyrell Williams is now a Superstar Development. What the hell? Dude, this squad is insane. This squad is just flat out insane. Oh my goodness, man. This is incredible. Wow. Alright, guys, so here we go. We have traded Arden Key, Markel Lee, and a 3rd-round pick this year in exchange for the Bills' 1st-round pick, as well as their 6th-round pick this year. So now we have the 16th overall pick, as well as their 16th round, their 6th round pick. So pretty good, honestly. And we do relieve some cap space. Arden Key, I believe, is like a $1 million cap hit. And then I don't know what somebody else was. Taking a look, though, we have $4 million left. But if you look at this, man, Zach Cunningham and Tyus Bowser would be pretty good to bring in. Hopefully we can get them. Let's sim the week. Let's see what we got, and they do both accept, and somehow we stay the same overall. That's a bit weird, but you know what, man? That's cool. So, yeah, I just want to make sure something real quick. Okay, so we're going to generate the best lineup. We are still an 84 overall, but you know what, man? It's cool. It's cool. So, our main focus in free agency, though, is trying to get that left tackle, because then once we do that, the offensive line will be complete, so I didn't want to do that. Actually, let's see who signed in the league. Austin Hooper went to the Dolphins. Oh my goodness, that is insane. Keanu Neal went to the Dolphins. Okay, Marlon Mack went to the Cowboys. John Johnson went to the Cardinals. Dante Hightower went to the Chargers. Calais Campbell goes to the Dolphins. Dante Fowler goes to the Dolphins. Who else went to the Dolphins here? DJ Fluker, Derek Barnett, Kevin King. The Dolphins are going to be flat out insane. If you just give them a few years, like, they're going to be flat out insane. So the Vikings here with the #1 overall pick. This is the 2021 draft class. They are going to select Justin Ross, wide receiver out of Clemson. So let's see. I wonder what team takes Trevor Lawrence, excuse me. I wonder what team takes them. That'll be very interesting here. Taking a look, though, Jalen Waddle was here out of Alabama. deep threat. Moving on here, let's check left tackle. There are no left tackles in this draft. Really? No tackles, huh? Absolutely none. There is a tight end who looks very, very good, actually. Looks pretty good, but I don't know, man. Let's check on the defensive side. What do we really need on the defensive side of the ball? Okay, so I don't know if we need anything, honestly. I think our defense is pretty complete when you look at it. Maybe, though, do we possibly draft a D-tackle? That's possibly what I'm thinking. We draft a D-tackle, and then we just... I don't know, man. I mean, it's tough, man. It's really, really tough. Let's see. Right outside linebacker, cornerback. There is a corner right here. Projected early first-round pick out of Washington. I think we might do that, actually. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that pick. So we're going to select this guy, Elijah Molden, out of Washington. We're going to get him slot corner. 78 hidden development, ranked 6th in the class. We got him at 16. That is huge, man. I mean, this guy looks pretty good. I'm not going to lie. We do have the 30th pick now. So what I'm considering doing is I'm mad considering right now, if one of the D tackles are still available, I'm considering taking them, and then we're going to trade Jonathan Hankins as well as the rest of our picks to see if we can get a really good left tackle. So let's just check. And okay, so this guy's available, Mason Chalua. We're going to select him here, late first round pick. Let's go with him. 74 normal, ranked 20 in the class. We got him at number 30. So now what we're going to do is we're going to sell out. That's right, boys. We're going to do a hard sell. So what we're going to do, Jonathan Hankins is going to be the first trade piece. If I can find him, there he is. He's going to go to a team, as well as we're going to be trading our 3rd and 4th round picks to see if we can get a left tackle. So who do the Bears have? They have Charles Leno. He's too old. So guys, if we do make a trade, I will see you then. All right, guys. So we have traded Hankins as well as our 3rd and 4th round picks in exchange for Will Hernandez. Now here's what I'm planning to do here. I'm planning to play Will Hernandez at left guard and then move Joe Thuney out to left tackle. So our offensive line will be Thuney, Hernandez, Hudson, Gabe Jackson, and then Trent Brown. So let me see if I can do that right quick. Just gonna lean back in my chair just a little bit, you know, just like a kind of a baller, like a power move, that kind of thing. And there we go. So we're up to an 85 overall. Joe Thuney is now at 85 at left tackle. This offensive line is looking really good. You know, Joe Burrow's got some good protection. We do go up a 2 overall in terms of our offensive. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be selecting a pick here in the 2nd round, the last pick of the 2nd round, if I'm correct here. There is a wide receiver, Daz Newsome, who looks pretty good, but the only issue is not the fastest wide receiver. You got this guy as well, Charleston Rambo. Is pretty fast, but really just has nothing else. Oh, there's this guy out of Air Force. He looks pretty good, to be honest. He looks very, very good. Any other first-round type guys? I don't think there is. So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to draft this guy out of Air Force. Let's go with Gerald Saunders out of Air Force here. Slot wide receiver. 74 overall, normal development, ranked 22. We got him at 62. So that's pretty good, and guys, I will see you at the beginning of the 2nd season. All right, guys, so here we go, the 2nd season in Vegas. I mean, it's looking very, very bright. We made the AFC Championship in the 1st season, so hopefully we do it again in the 2nd season, possibly even win a Super Bowl. But taking a look here, we have Joe Burrow, quarterback, Josh Jacobs, CeeDee Lamb, Tyrell Williams, and then we also have Hunter Renfrow. Moving on here, our offensive line, amazing. Joe Thuney, Will Hernandez, Rodney Hudson, Gabe Jackson, and Trent Brown. Tight end is Darren Waller. Moving on to the defensive side of the ball, we have Zach Cunningham, Tyus Bowser, and then Isaiah Simmons. Free safety is LaMarcus Joyner. Strong safety is Carl Joseph. Our corners are really good. We got who is this? Kendall Fuller. We got Ronald Darby, and then we also got Molden, Elijah Molden, our brand new draft pick. Moving on here to the defensive line, we do have Cleveland Ferrell, we have Maurice Hurst, we have Chalua, and then we also have Max Crosby. So it's looking very, very good. This team is definitely looking very, very positive. Taking a look here at our schemes, so we're going to be sticking with the vertical power run, and then in terms of the defensive side of the ball, we are going to be sticking with the 4-3 under. So guys, I will see you at the mid-season point of the 2nd season. Alright guys, so taking a look at the mid-season point, we are sitting at a record of 3-4, which is not great considering what we did last year, but You know what, man? It's something. Taking a look, 29 players were upgraded. We're up to an 86 overall, 88 offense, 84 defense. I mean, this team is looking pretty solid, to be honest, man. This team is looking very, very good. Offense is pretty much still the same. And on the defensive side of the ball, Tyus Bowser, we did have a breakout objective for him, but he did not work out well. But actually, our new corner here, Elijah Molden, is a star development. So that's actually not too bad. And yeah, I think we're pretty much, pretty much set. Taking a look here at contract situation, what do we got this year? So, Kyle Allen, for some reason we signed him. I don't know why we did, but we did. Will Hernandez has a contract. Maurice Hurst, Ingold. We got Marcus Golden, who we're probably not going to sign back, unless maybe we can use him as trade bait, but probably not. And yes, that's pretty much it. So, guys, I will see you at the end of season number 2. Alright, guys, so in week 17, we do make the playoffs as a wildcard team, which is not as great as last year, but it's still pretty good. It's decent. It's decent. Taking a look, though, we do go up to an 87 overall, 89 offense, and an 85 defense. We're going to be spending some coach XP just really quickly. Now, by the way, guys, if you don't know, this is a realistic rebuild. I'm using the official draft classes for 2020, 2021, and 2022, so I just want to make you guys aware of that. Taking a look, though, we're going to be spending this. Let's go on the linebacker training boost. We're going to spend it on that. I don't think we really need much offense in terms of training. Taking a look, though, we do finish second in the division as the Broncos do win it at 11-5, which was ironically the same record we had last year. Taking a look here, Joe Burrow. Bit of a down season, but he still is pretty good. 3,900 yards, 35 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. Rushing here, Josh Jacobs, another great year. 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns. He's had 1,100 yards in every season he's been in the NFL. That's insane. CeeDee Lamb had a pretty good year. 932 yards, 10 touchdowns. Hunter Renfrow with 815 and 5 touchdowns. Tyrell Williams starting to regress a little bit at 663 and 4 touchdowns. And then Darren Waller with 742 and 9 touchdowns. Take a look at blocking here. And Joe Thuney with 8 sacks. So we actually were better on the offensive line. There we go. That's what we like to see. Tackles, Zach Cunningham is leading, as well as Isaiah Simmons. Another great year for him. TFLs here, 17 for Crosby, 12 for Hurst, 9 for Simmons. Sacks here, 6 for Crosby, 5.5 for Simmons, and then 5 for Cleveland Ferrell. Take a look at the interceptions. 5 for Elijah Molden as a rookie. That's incredible. 3 for LaMarcus Joyner, and then 2 for Cunningham. Great year. We were 12th in the NFL in offense, which is not that great. 15th in the NFL in defense, though. We did increase in that area. MVP of the league does go to Russell Wilson, as unfortunately there are no Raiders in that list. Coach of the year does go to the Seahawks as they go 13-3. Offensive player of the year in the AFC goes to Patrick Mahomes, and Joe Burrow does come in at number 7. Defensive player of the year, goes to Miles Jack. No Raiders. Offensive player of the year goes to Trevor Lawrence on the Broncos. They do get him. No Raiders. Defensive Rookie of the Year does go to Elijah Molden, so he does win Defensive Rookie of the Year in the AFC, as well as the defensive tackle we drafted, Mason Chiloa, does come in at number 8. NFC, we're going to take a look at them. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Zeke, Defensive Player of the Year goes to Aaron Donald. Rookie of the Year goes to Trey Sermon. And then the other one goes to Dylan Moses. So that's very, very good. So he's actually in this draft class as opposed to the other one. Now, here we go, though. We are facing the 9-7 New York Jets. Are we going to beat them in the wild card round? And we do by a score of 41-38. And now, here we go. We get an AFC West matchup here. The Broncos, led by Trevor Lawrence, versus the Joe Burrow-led Las Vegas Raiders. Let's see what happens. And we do beat them 31-14. We're facing the 8-7-1 Jacksonville Jaguars in the AFC Championship. Can we go to the Super Bowl? Let's see. Do we do it? And we do. 38-10. We're facing the Panthers. Oh my goodness. I do want to see who they're led by, man. Wow. All right. Quickly here. We got to do a tail of the tape, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the Super Bowl. Let's take a look. Let's go to this 12-4 Carolina Panthers, led by, okay, that's not even accurate. Kuechly retired, but it's McCaffrey and Devin McCourty leading the team. Here we go. Come on, man. Give us the dub. Can we get a Super Bowl in Vegas? Second year in Vegas. Can we do it? Oh, my God. 3 points short. Oh, no. We lose in the Super Bowl. Oh, no. Oh. No, man. Oh, 3 points short. Are you kidding me? Oh, that hurts so bad. Oh, we played so well this year, man. Dang it. Alright, we don't even have a lot of money to use in free agency. Will Hernandez, please come back. Yes, thank you. That's the biggest one. And then we're going to re-sign Maurice Hurst, and everybody else is going to be let go. Oh, dude. Come on. That would have been the end of the rebuild. And Hurst does re-sign. Perfect. And now everybody else is just going to walk. I am so happy with that. You got to be kidding me, though, man. Oh, my God. We lose in the Super Bowl to the Panthers. They get their first Super Bowl, man. I'm not even going to... You know what, man? I'm actually a little happy for them, but then again, I'm not because they beat us, but... man, that hurts a lot. Moving on, though, to the draft. We're going to put that behind us. We do have the number 31 overall pick. The Cardinals do possess the number 1 overall pick. Patriots have the top 10 pick. You usually don't see that. As the... Oh, wow. Alec Lindstrom. That might be Chris Lindstrom's brother, if I'm correct. That could be, actually. A lot of running backs here in this class as well. I think we more need defense. Let's check on defensive tackle. Let's see what kind of, stuff we're packing here. No defensive tackles. I'm actually kind of shocked here. No defensive tackles. Let's just check out the team in terms of just what we have at this point. I think defense is where we really need to upgrade. Offense wasn't that great, but defense, we need to upgrade in terms of the overall aspect. We don't really need linebackers. We might need safeties, though, considering that LaMarcus Joyner might be leaving in a few years, or he's just going to keep progressing. So let's see if we can maybe nab a safety here. Can we nab a free safety? And we can. This guy looks good. Late first-round pick, Lewis Klein. No strong safeties, though. That hurts. Do we possibly also want to... Okay, we didn't even scout corners. That's beautiful. Lewis Sign. Do we want to draft him? Or do we want to possibly go for another guy here? Like, not a running back, obviously. But, like, do we want to go for this guy? Late first-round pick. I think we're going to go with Lewis Sign. We're going to draft him free safety. 74 overall. He's in normal development, which is not great. But he is ranked, but we did get him 9 spots ahead of what he was supposed to go. So, or 9 spots, he was supposed to go at number 22. We got him at number 31. Not great, but then again, it's not bad as well. But LaMarcus Joyner, you are gone. I'm going to try to trade you for a first-round pick next year or whatever. And we're just going to see. Yeah, so guys, if it works out, I will see you then. All right, guys, so we have traded LaMarcus Joyner as well as a 4th-round pick for this year in exchange for the 41st overall pick here in the 2nd round. So that's not too bad of a trade. We're going to get the 9th pick, actually, that does translate to in the 2nd round. An 84 right tackle? Did I really just see that? The Panthers just got a lot better. They won a Super Bowl, yet now they have a stud left tackle. Thanks, EA. Good God. All right, this guy actually looks really good. Terada Mitchell out of Ohio State looks incredible as a middle linebacker. There's also another guy right here, Mike Rose. Looks pretty good, but he is a late 2nd round pick. There's a left outside linebacker that looks decent. I think we're going to grab this. We're going to grab this guy. Oh, Chris. No, never mind. That's the guy I'm looking at. We're going to grab this guy, Terada Mitchell out of Ohio State. We're going to draft him. He's a 72 overall, but he is a hidden development, ranked number 50 in the class. We got him at 41. Reached a little bit, but he is a 72, and he does have a hidden development, which is not, that's pretty good. I actually, I would rate that. I think that's pretty good. Moving on here to the 31st pick in the 2nd round. Let's see, is that guy still there? Because we could possibly draft him. Yeah, Chris Rumph is still there, as well as Mike Rose, but we're going to get Chris Rumph out of Duke. Pass coverage, we're going to get him. 72 overall, he is only a normal development, but we did get him at number 63 when he was ranked at 46. So that is not too bad. Now I'm hoping that middle linebacker is still there because we will draft him. And yeah, so the pick before us, 80 overall fullback. Wow, they actually drafted a fullback. That's shocking. That's very, very shocking. Who is that? The Falcons drafted a fullback? So there is a 3rd round D tackle right here. Rejected a late 3rd round, but he's still there. Okay, let's see. There's a 4th round pick from an undrafted. I think we're going to get that 3rd round D tackle. Let's go and let's draft him here. And it is going to be by the name of Jalen Hills from Temple. Let's get him. He is a 69, nice, and he is actually hidden development. So that's actually really good. Ranked number 84, we got him at 95. This could be actually quite decent. This could be a quite decent thing. Now, I'm actually going to spend my coach XP just really quickly on player progression. We're going to spend it on... Let's go with defensive line. We need to get better in terms of that area because, to be fully honest, we're just not getting to the quarterback enough, man. We're not really getting there. So, we're just going to send him to the end of the draft. And, guys, I will see you in the 3rd and final season in Las Vegas. Alright, guys, so taking a look at the season here, at the team, in season number 3, we do have Joe Burrow, obviously Superstar X Factor. We have Josh Jacobs at running back, who's at a 91. CeeDee Lamb, Tyrell Williams, and Hunter Renfrow team up for the wide receivers. Moving on here, offensive line, Joe Tooney, Will Hernandez, Rodney Hudson, Gabe Jackson, and Trent Brown. Then we have Darren Waller. Moving on to the defensive side of the ball, it's very, very good. So we do have Isaiah Simmons. We do have this guy, Zach Cunningham, as well as Tyus Bowser. Not too bad. Also playing behind Cunningham is this guy, Mitchell, who looks pretty good as a middle linebacker, Terada Mitchell. He is a hidden development. Moving on here. Free safety is not great with Jonathan Abram, but we did get this guy signed. So if Jonathan Abram doesn't play good, we might have to put Sign in there. Moving on, though, strong safety, we're still sticking with Carl Joseph. And then for the corners, we have Kendall Fuller. We got Elijah Molden as well as Ronald Darby. And then for the defensive line, we have Cleveland Furl, Maurice Hurst. We have this guy Chalua as well as Max Crosby. So we're just going to generate the best. We're still at an 86. Now we're going to take a look here at the scheme fits here. So on offense, we are going to be sticking with the vertical power run. And then on defense, we are going to be switching to a 4-3 cover 3 defense. So let's just see really quickly. I don't think our team overall will go up from that. And, that is what it's looking like. So, guys, I will see you at the midseason point of season number 3. Alright, guys, so here we go. We are in week 8, and we are currently standing at 4-3, which is pretty good. So, I mean, you know, we're not doing that bad. Terada Mitchell and Chris Rumpf both have 2 upgrade points. Pretty nice. Taking a look as well. CeeDee Lamb with the new ability. And we're an 87 overall. We go up to a 91 overall offense. Our offense is just insane. Taking a look, CeeDee Lamb is still sitting, unfortunately, at a superstar development. Wait, wasn't Joe Burrow a 90 at the beginning of the year? I think it's been regressing, actually. Oh, no, it's morale. Yeah, we're actually just losing morale. It's not really just based on that. Taking a look, though, we still don't have Mitchell. We still don't have his depth trait, unfortunately. We might not even get it for the season. Same thing with this guy, Hills, as well. I mean, it's kind of hard. He's the 3rd string D tackle, so, you know, not great. I also saw that there was a challenge for Jonathan Abram to increase his depth trait. But unfortunately, obviously, as you saw, it didn't really go as planned. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to increase the training boost for the wide receivers. So let's just go ahead. Let's head straight into the playoffs, and I'll see you guys there. Alright, guys, we unfortunately did not make the playoffs. We finished at 7-9. Very disappointing. Yeah, man, that is actually really disappointing, you know, from what we were last year, you know, making the Super Bowl, losing by 3, to not even making the playoffs the next year. But then again, the NFL competition just gets harder. You take a look, Joe Burrow, for some reason, he just went down in overall. I don't understand that. Taking a look, though, Terada Mitchell is a star development. We do draft a superstar development in who is this guy? Jalen Hills out of Temple, the defensive tackle we drafted in 2022. He's a superstar development. That's actually kind of cool for a late round pick that we got. What did we get him in, like the late 3rd round? But anyway, guys, hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like, smash 5 likes. Thank you guys so much for watching. But most importantly, stay classy.